got some goodies. Hi friends, okay. Misti here from Loving Homestead Life. The project has to be done because I couldn't get what I wanted at the grocery store. I'm not in dairy. If you hear my puppy in the background, he might be whining a little bit. It's just it's a dog. He's like 7 months old, so he's a little puppy bear. I get my non-dairy creamer at New Seasons also. It's called Sobe, I think. So delicious. Actually, I think it's called So Delicious. And they have a vanilla one and they have a plain one. And my plain one's out. I was going to do a video about making non-dairy creamer, but we're gonna do it today because now I need to. Let's get this thing started. First, let's get these cashews soaked. Some people said you should soak them, but I found someone who said, really, if you have a super high powered blender, you do not really need to soak these cashews. Now, having said that, I want to make it as pureed as possible. So I am going to soak it for like a half hour and see what happens. And she said, everybody said it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So 1 cup of cashews to 2 cups of water. Not for the soaking part, but for eventually for the blending part. So I put a little bit more than a cup in here actually. So, and the thing about doing this yourself, which is kind of why I liked the other version, but then of course there's preservatives in it. So this is really better. But when you do it yourself, it only lasts 4 or 5 days in the fridge. That's why these non-dairy creamers last so long, or they last 1 or 2 weeks like in the fridge, because they put so much stuff in it. And all that stuff adds up in your body. It just does. Okay, so let's get it soaking. Here are our cashews. Ooh, they're all nice and soaky. And the reason that you soak them is they start to get real soft and the blender can really puree them really good. So we did good. Oh, it's solid. Mix 1 tablespoon of creamed coconut with 2 tablespoons of hot water and stir briskly until fully dissolved. Ooh, adjust thickness as desired. Yes, please. Okay, so we're gonna just use our handy bullet here because it's super easy. And that's about all I'm gonna be able to fit in anyway. It's about the same size. So 1 cup of cashews. Ooh, that might be it for this thing. To 2 cups of water. That might be it. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna make this a little bit less. I love new cooking adventures. Yay! All right, so we got the bag. Let's get it. It's not that much, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay. Ooh, ooh, that's good. It's like a tiny bit sweet, but I'm really glad I have the strainer because there's definitely some powder to it. And I'm gonna strain that out. Then see, I'm just squeezing it. Well, I don't know if you can see because I have this thing is right in front. You just squeeze it and your liquid comes out, and that is cashew milk right there. Ah, so fun! See why I buy this? Definitely prefer to make things myself. That is like literally why this channel is gonna exist. But it definitely is a labor of love. Yeah, lots of pulp in there. Okay. So let's rinse this out. I will say though that all the things that like we make at home as like homesteaders. Either, you know, I consider myself a homesteader because I can like already see it in my head, but you might not consider yourself that. Maybe you're just here because you were looking for like a cleaner recipe, or you like how I try out stuff. But I will say, like the joy of like using something that you've made yourself. When I canned probably, I don't know how many cans of tomatoes this past year from my sister's garden and that I worked at. And I don't know how, I can't tell you how satisfying it is every time I use any of those tomatoes, or I use stock that I made and canned, or I've used, I made some amazing green enchilada sauce. Every time I use it, I'm like, I made this, it's so cool. It feels amazing. Okay, so here's what we have. It's like 1.5 cups, which is good because, like, again, I can't fit that much in here. It's only a quart jar. So 1.5 cups of the cashew cream, and then let's blend in some of this coconut milk. Oh, I was hoping. Darn it. Actually, I might use some of this. I want it to be thick, darn it. I just do. And I'm telling you, every time I try a half and half from somebody else, I'm so, like, I wanted Ripple to be so good. No, it's thin. Don't call yourself a half and half. If it's like milk, that ain't a half and half. It better be thick. Like, half and half is thick. You can't just be faking me out with your fake half and half stuff. Okay, what I'm gonna do is boil some water, and we're gonna use, I've got food everywhere on this counter, I don't know if you can tell. We're going to lop some of this off. Maybe I'll use a knife. This is this organic, can you see it? Organic coconut cream, organic creamed coconut, unsweetened. So I don't want this coconut milk, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of runny and there's no thick part on top. I was just gonna like steal the super thick part on top. So I'm gonna heat up some water and we're gonna try this and see if we can get this like thick. It's like you chunk off some. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I'm testing. I will report back tomorrow how this went, because I do not know. I'm also like a skeptic because I've tried like so many recipes of stuff and so many are just don't even with me with that. This isn't like coconut oil, but it's definitely fat. It's amazing. And I think it can just be, I don't think you have to refrigerate it. It's only one ingredient. It's just coconut cream. Not holding this knife very responsibly, am I? Let's see if we can melt this stuff down. See, it's like, I don't know if you can see the consistency in there. It almost looks like soap. Let's see if we can melt it down a little bit. Right away, just like coconut milk does. My goodness, this stuff is amazing. For a second, it's fine. Okay, this stuff is very cool. Oh my God, I'm a convert. You know what this stuff is like? It's like just the stuff that's at the top of the can. Like the thick stuff that sometimes like solidifies at the top of the can of coconut milk, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, this is the goods. This is 100p. Okay, this looks really thick. I don't know if you can, it's pretty thick. Trying to clean as I go so it's not such a mess later. I'm super in love with Becky from Acre Homestead, and she's trying to clean as she goes, which I have the utmost respect for, so we're gonna do the same. All right, so we got this great, I can't even tell you how amazing this coconut fat is. Woo, it's thick. Can you see how thick that is? Yes, please. I'll tell you, being non-dairy is a pain in the way. It's a pain. It's a pain. But honoring your body and what it's telling you is definitely a better way to go than ignoring it. Okay, so we've got like a little bit left in this before the cutoff line so it doesn't overflow. So we'll put in some just straight coconut milk. Let's blend this bad boy together and project number 3 will be done. Ah! All right. That's it, guys. I'm told that this is the way. I did add water to it because I made cashews with water. And maybe next time I'll put in even less water in with the cashew. So here's our, let's see. I mean, it's kind of thick. It's pretty thick looking. Wish me luck for tomorrow. Wish me luck. This is it. We did it. Project done. I even have a special spot for it. Oh, my fridge is a mess. Okay. We'll do that project a different day. Let's get this all cleaned up.
It's super early in the morning. This is my homemade creamer from yesterday. It's got really thick. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Can you see inside how thick that is? I think I'm going to have to spoon it out. All right, here we go. All right, let's see how this goes. Should have spooned this in a long time ago. Look at that. That's some creamer right there. Those in my coffee. Might need another scoop. When you make it yourself, it definitely like re-thickens, that's for sure. See how this goes. A little bit more. I do like a lot of half and half, let's be honest. Who could be happier if you have been complaining, like I have, that store-bought half and half non-dairy isn't thick enough? Look at that. Woohoo! I'm just saying, it takes a second to even stir in.